But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE, joined here by the normal cast of misfits we have. I don't even know what hand he is anymore, but we have Mr. Kohlrabi.
Like Lakshmi, I am all the hands.
Yeah, we got Dexter.
Hello, everybody.
You don't get anything special today.
Okay.
Okay. And joining us once again, Felix.
Is Garrett got a suspension yet?
Is what?
Nope, he is not. He is still very much suspended until we get another article.
Back to Altered jail.
Wait, what? We suspended somebody?
Garrett has been suspended, yeah.
I'm just joking. I know he's not out yet. I have 4 Garricks waiting for me to playtest with.
You have 4 now?
I have 4
Very
Garrick
nice.
uniques. I'm going up the
Why do you
ladder.
like Garrett so much?
Like
You
that
do know
guy.
you can only play 3, right?
Yeah. I got 3 with 0 stats, so I can play those in Arak, and the extra one gives anchor to anything. So yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
One day,
Eventually.
love will find you. Breaks those.
I'm married
Chains
for
that
10
bind
years,
you.
so I think I'm good.
Yeah. But we got news to go over. We got some previews from Whispers from the Maze. I tried to make that all dark and kind of crazy.
That's
and
good.
I totally blew off the show notes. What are we doing? Yeah, we're doing Whispers from the Maze first. I totally blew it off, and I'm like, yeah, this is where we're going first. I don't care.
The intro is just kind of loosey-goosey, whatever. I guess
Yeah.
our intro is Garrick, so now we're into the main topic.
Much like Garrick, our intro's been suspended. I mean,
It reminds me about the previous article that they released that they were surprised that the Garrick uniques weren't as popular as they thought it would be.
well,
They thought they weren't as popular?
It was written in the article that they expected Garrick to be more popular than he currently is.
Oh.
Like at the
But-
common and rare.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think even uniques. But I mean, they're suspended to begin with.
I was gonna say they suspended it. What? I don't really know how popular they thought it was gonna be.
I'm just looking at the article.
What a strange thing to say. Be like, we thought he'd be more popular,
He's not allowed to be played.
but nobody gave a shit.
Exactly.
So I guess we're putting him back in. like, what a strange thing. Well, we talked about this picture several weeks ago when we kind of got the first, I guess, glimpses of it on YouTube. And it was more to the shifted to the right. Now we get a little bit more. I don't know what's going on here on the bottom.
That's Tasia and Nevenka in the bottom, eating some food.
That's bottom
Yeah,
left.
bottom.
Did we see that in
With
the other one?
Waru. Waru is also sitting there.
Yeah, Waru's
Waru's
there.
down there.
Yeah, and then we
I think
got
we saw Waru
Arak
before.
up top.
Mhm.
Blowing hearts, I think.
We got Kaizamon and Basira
Yeah,
right in the front.
yeah. Climbing stairs. One's carrying wood. I
Isn't
was
that
talking.
Subashi in the ladders as well, going up the stairs?
Yeah,
Subash,
yep.
and then his dog is closer up to the ladder. So we got a whole bunch of characters here. Arjun is tending the plants with his cactus.
That's what my
Isn't
question
Kiera's
was. Who in
robot
the
flying
world
around
is
too?
that on the right?
Yeah, that's Arjun.
Is
That's
it?
Arjun.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got his little cactus pet.
Where? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. I was
They
like,
have Sierra's robot flying too.
yeah, a whole lot of stuff. So really, I guess we're not getting any new heroes unless the guy serving the ramen is heroes. Is the new hero?
Yeah, no,
I think that character was actually revealed in this article. So if you
You
just keep
ruined
reading.
everything. Can you not read the notes and just play along, Dexter? God.
they've said for a while no new heroes.
We
until-
know, but you got to build the suspense.
Oh, okay.
Gets the people
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, okay. I also don't think that's Sierra's robot.
I
Is
thought
it
was.
though?
Where
It's
is he?
yellow.
It
And it's flying.
is-
The flying
Uh,
thingy?
Hers
I
is.
didn't know.
I don't
Let's
think
see.
so.
Okay.
It
It's
could
got all
be from
rainbows on it,
behind.
which makes it seem like it would be Nevenka, but Nevenka's in the bottom left.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
but then
Nevenka
if
is
you-
also a dragon. That's
She has that paint dragon.
Yeah,
Which
she doesn't.
where is it?
Yeah.
I don't see it here.
That's originally what I thought the rainbows were, but it leads to this thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think you might be right though. I think it is oddball, but there's like something else. Maybe
The fact that it has the rainbow makes me think that it might be Nevenka's dragon after all, since it's technically painting.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, it has like the ears and stuff like oddball. It's just from behind. So maybe it's both of them just whizzing by.
Yeah, I feel like it could be both of them for sure.
Interesting.
But, Asia and Nevenka are lovers, confirmed. So.
Oh, okay.
That explains why my Lyra decks end up being more Muna oriented than anything else.
So is Lyra the only faction that has 2 heroes here?
I think.
Yeah, so far.
I mean,
Muna.
next time they hit out the zoom out button, who knows?
Oh no, Arjun is there too. Yeah, Muna has 2.
And
Yeah.
Bravos is 1. Axiom is 1. Maybe 2 with the bug.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Now that I look at it, look between the S and the P and whispers.
Oh, that's the dragon. There you go.
Dragon.
It's freaking random. Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I remember from one of the other pictures.
Yeah.
But that's Lindaway. That's Lindaway and Ma.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
On that pillar?
I guess I can see that.
Yeah, on the pillar.
Yeah, there's another picture.
Who put all these words in the way? Get these out of here.
If you
it's definitely Lindaway because of the sleeve on the arm.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, pro tip. I do it the most roundabout way, but I just do altered TCG assets.
Okay.
And then the first thing that comes up is downloads. I think since we are pinging all the way to France, it takes a little bit. But if you go to marketing assets,
that's where I am.
Download, it'll open up a Google Drive. There's already stuff in there from Whispers.
Oh, okay. I'm opening it now. I'm excited. But we should go into this article, yeah?
Yeah.
Generic Beyond the Gate. Oh, yeah. The Whispers from the Maze. Does take a little bit to open. We'll come back to this. Oh, now it's open. No, it's not. I lied. But some things are better left in the dark. Ooh. Leaving the Nilum and the snowy waste surrounding it behind, the expedition continues their journey forward into their search for the City of Scholars, a location rumored to hold the answers to the sources of the tumult. Upon its discovery, the city is eerily empty and abandoned. At its center, a vast chasm yawns open, so deep that its bottom is lost in the shadow. The promise of answer is compelling, however, and our heroes will have to travel down to explore the mysteries of the maze. So, got some sweet, at least 4 sweet new pieces of art here. What's the first one? You said that if you open it up, it gives you the answers to what all these are called. I don't see this, but that's okay. Maybe I gotta hit F11. Nope, that's the wrong one. Maybe it's F10.
Open image in a new tab.
You want to try to guess which each of them is before?
I'm gonna say. I think it's pretty obvious that we got Muna, Ortis, and then the mage is in Ysmir. The bottom right one is Bravos, and then
Axiom is bottom left.
Axiom is bottom left, so top right. I guess by process of elimination is Lyra.
I keep being confused between the top right and bottom middle if they were Lyra or Ysmir. Because there's some Lyra cards that sometimes make me think it's Ysmir, like Amale. But then
I'm not even talking about the faction, though. Can you guess who the character is based on the art?
Oh, yeah.
No,
so I got the first one. Hold on. That's
how good is your mythology?
Yeah, that's Thranduil from the Lord of the Rings.
True, but with corgis instead.
Yeah, well, I mean, why didn't you know Thranduil, King of Mirkwood, was really into corgis?
Yeah.
What a noob. I have no idea who that is. Let me see. Let me take a better picture.
Is it a Ron? a key figure in Welsh mythology, specifically associated with the Otherworld.
Something
Yeah.
tells me you're cheating.
Dexter's
The god
cheating.
of the underworld. I'm not cheating.
Something
I'm
tells me
s-
you're cheating.
I'm telling you to guess the character before you know the name.
Oh, well, I didn't do that.
I really thought it was Thranduil. Sorry.
I think the only other one that should be somewhat guessable is the bearded dude on the top right.
You know, this one looks so familiar, and I wanted to be like, is it like a Father Time type thing? But I had such difficulties with this, but this is the one card that drew me immediately, and I'm like, I should know this, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. So this is, I think how you say it is Daedalus.
No, Daedalus.
Yep,
Yeah.
Daedalus,
It
whatever.
depends if you're Roman or Greek, but yeah.
Yeah. So father of Icarus. I don't know if so. The other one
This is
next to
Ariadne.
Ariadne. I don't know if that is
Not a
That's
clue.
a Greek mythology figure, I think.
okay.
Let me look.
The one on the bottom left is Mole Man
Cretan
from
princess,
Spider-Man.
yeah, the daughter of King Minos.
No,
The
not
one
Mole,
that looks
not Mole
no,
Man.
it's Sap Sniffer.
Okay. Yep. Boy, they're digging deep for some of this stuff, but I love it.
Well, some of them
Yeah.
are their own creations, so their own new characters and creatures and stuff.
Why would a mole sniff sap? The art
I
makes
don't know.
sense, but what do I gotta do some Googling
You don't
on
even
moles.
know what sap is yet.
Well, I mean, I guess because it's kind of based in like our world, right? Like sap from trees, right?
Oh no.
No.
This is not that kind of sap.
Oh boy.
There's a new kind of sap.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't there be?
It's coming out of a rock, so I
I
don't
was
know.
say it's coming out of rocks, so
You can eat it though, which is what we'll see as we get further in.
is
here.
it like honey? Because it looks like honey.
I don't
It'll
know.
be
If
Looks like honey, yeah.
yeah, I don't know if it's described.
It's like
yet.
amber.
Yeah, that's a
it's
good
like
one.
amber.
Liquid amber.
Liquid
Liquid
gold.
I
Remember
think I have all of these characters figured out.
All right, so what's the top? What's the top left? He's
So that's
definitely
Muna,
Muna.
Mhm.
Okay, middle's pretty obvious.
Ortis,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would have gone with too. The
Daedalus is actually Lyra because look at
Mhm.
his beard.
See, I wasn't confused. I was confused.
I already said
wasn't
all
sure.
of this.
I wasn't sure if that was Lyra or Izmir, and I kept being confused between that guy and I guess Silas or whatever.
Silas,
The middle
is that-
bottom was.
yeah, I kind of thought he might be Lyra, but also I could definitely be talked into Ysmir. But the colors, I want to almost say the colors are more Lyra.
Yep.
Right? It's
You-
like a
you
pink.
just have to look at his beard.
Yeah, it's pink.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it's got a
Pink
little bit of
beard.
pink in there. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And then the bottom three are easy.
Yeah,
all right.
at this
Well,
point,
then tell me who the mole man is.
Axiom.
Why? What? Oh, because of the cylinders. Okay, fine.
yeah.
And then
Brown color.
Silas is Ysmir, and I have bad news for all of us basically.
What?
What's that?
His out of faction is
Ortis.
Ortis. Let's go.
It's always Ortis.
Oh,
I don't know
Lord.
why. Why
Oh,
are
Lord.
Ysmir and Ortis so linked?
I don't know, power, I guess. There's the power in magic and the power in bureaucracy and control.
All right, and then what's like the? I'm gonna guess this is like that little ramen hut.
Yeah, this is called the Mess, and it's Bravos.
Yeah, I can get that.
So
I can get that.
As we go further into the article, you'll see some more stuff. But this sap is gonna be crazy. So I'll let you. Continue.
What is the sap?
Well, keep going down the article.
All right, fine. So we discover the first new cards from the set. Build the first outpost. This is your expedition's first stop since leaving Asgartha. While part of your teams are hard at work exploring maze-like caves, the other half will go get to rest and build a settlement to ensure supplies do not run out. Passive support abilities introducing ongoing abilities that trigger from your reserve. Let your characters rest and regain their strength before sending them out again.
Interesting. I just realized that the pastry chef support ability is active all the time.
Yep.
Isn't that played from reserve?
No, it has an infinity symbol.
Where? Oh.
Yep.
So Pastry
So-
Chef, he is a 3/5 character citizen, 2/4/2. When played from reserve, if you have 2 or more boosts, draw a card. He does have an infinity symbol. When you play another character, I gain 1 boost up to a max of 3.
It's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
can it have boost in reserve?
Yep.
Yes.
It's possible.
You can only
have
remove the
in
boosts
reserve.
when it moves from the expedition to the reserve, and since it's staying in the reserve, it's fine to just gain boosts.
Yeah, we've had cards before that can exist in reserve with boosts, like the season characters. So it is possible.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't realize the infinity symbol either until you said something. Make your way down the maze. The labyrinth may seem empty, but it doesn't make it any less dangerous. Send your team to discover what secrets lie at the bottom of the maze, but always make sure you know how to make your way back. Scouts let you explore as carefully as you can, sending your characters ahead before deciding to move forward.
So this specific mechanic has already broken people's brains.
Okay.
So I'll just
Let's see if we
break it.
can figure this out with Alfie.
Okay.
Fire Avatar, 5/5 character, 5/4/5. Scout 2. You may play me from your hand for 2 with, when played from hand, send me to reserve. You may have another target character lose fleeting and gain 1 boost.
That's its own trigger. That's a from anywhere trigger.
Right, from anywhere trigger. So basically I'm paying 2 to get
Helping hand.
A Vanguard effect.
right to get a ability to trigger. So I pay the scout, I trigger the ability, and then it goes to reserve. Is that what we're seeing here?
Yep.
In this case, yeah,
That's it.
you can trigger that from anywhere first, and then you can resolve the from anywhere first, and then you can resolve the send it to reserve afterwards or whatever,
Right.
whichever order you decide. Just
Well,
because they go in limbo.
I think you would resolve the when played ability first and then send it to reserve.
Yeah. Seems like a
I
better play there.
I couldn't imagine you'd ever not want to.
Unless if you're playing it and you have no other creatures in play.
I guess that would be weird. So this is basically I now have spells on a stick.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, it's literally helping hand on a stick.
Right. I have a spell now attached to a body that I can pay 2 for at any point I deem necessary.
Yep.
Perfect.
Got it. Look at
So
that.
why was that so hard?
I think people just weren't understanding like the full concept of the whole thing, but when you take it just line for line and you read the whole thing, I think it becomes pretty clear. But yeah, it's just Scout 2, so you pay 2. You can play the card, but because you're playing it as a Scout, when it resolves whatever else it has, it goes straight to reserve. So they picked a very good example, I think, of this. But of course, these are the 2 like main mechanics that they are teasing and revealing. So these are going to be like the 2 huge things. Like Trial by Frost was the exhausted and cooldown. So this set is going to be
And Expedition Permanence.
Yeah, Expedition Permanence. This is going to be the passive support abilities and then Scout.
Yep.
Passive.
And
Pretty
Vortex.
interesting how the scout is going to work out, since now it gives access to an after you quotation marks a couple of more different factions.
Interesting. So the passive ability you're talking about the infinity ability that just kind of triggers when things happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful what you unearth. It is the wind echoing through empty halls, or is it something calling for you down there? Watch your step and be careful not to delve too far. Some things are better left in the dark. This card is dope as shit.
I love it.
I don't know what it does, but the art is sick. But it's also,
so good.
I feel like this one could have been done a little bit better. So Dexter, you're a young, virile young man. What do you see when you look at this art?
The art?
Yeah.
A monster with his hand reaching out? I don't know. What do you want me to see?
He's not gonna say what you want him to say.
You sweet, supple child, you.
Lindaway is there.
What do you see?
What do I see? Once I tell you, you won't be able to unsee it.
Okay.
So look into its eye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Yeah.
You know, Cole, do you see it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Thank you. I'll tell you guys off air. I don't know. Well, I guess we're the bad boys of Altered, so we just might as well say it, right?
Go for it.
Who's that female painter that paints like flowers and things like that all look like vulvas?
I don't know.
She's a very famous painter. But anyways, that's what Wookiee's getting
Yes, it is.
I see.
Yeah, I figured at this point.
Okay, thank you. It's just, and it's staring you in the face. But it's called the hunger. Oh, Jesus. Why?
This city has a soul and it is
I
famished.
swear they did that shit on purpose. Like, you can't convince me otherwise.
Look at what's in its hand.
I know. It gets worse. Like,
it's the sap.
I know, and it's just... Why?
He's ruined this card for everyone now.
My brain is melting as we move further. It is a 9/3 character spirit. 3/3/3. When played from hand, discard all other cards in play or in reserve. When a card goes to the discard pile, I gain 1 boost.
All right. So this card, I would say, actually caused the most confusion about how
Was it because of the art?
No. So
bunch of nerds sitting around going, "What's that? Why does it look familiar?"
Oh God. So how do you read this? What do you read this as happening?
So
Board wipe.
The ability?
Yeah, you discard everything in play, and it's board wipe. Everything goes bye-bye.
Or in reserve.
Everything goes bye-bye.
Wookie is correct. This discards everything. I'll give them a shout out. They probably don't listen, but someone in the Judge Discord put this in a very good way, and then it was basically confirmed to work this way by Eric. Polo the Aspicot. How they broke it down. So the debate was it does have the word or in there. So people were wondering if it was
if it was one or the other.
Yeah. So
no.
What Polo put is I'll go a bit nerdier with the explanation. So cards in play and reserve. The cards are in play and also in reserve, both at the same time. Impossible. This is why the card doesn't say and. Cards in play or reserve, each of the cards is either in play or in reserve.
Right.
So my question then is, why is Loki worded differently? Because Loki reads, each player discards their hand and their reserve.
Because it's a little different in how it works. I mean, I'm not sure if they'll reword this card on full release. It's
to be honest with you, I was just going to chalk it up to error in translation.
I actually translated this card, and it's the exact same in French.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So the way that I see this card being different than Loki is in play means more than just one thing. In play also means landmarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and Loki is only your hand and reserve. So that's two like very specific different things.
So it doesn't touch the board or it doesn't touch land permanence.
Yeah, permanence or anything in play, basically.
Yeah.
I wish it just had and, but oh well.
Well,
But then that would be impossible. It's not possible to be in both reserve and in play.
yeah, and they don't want it to say choose one because it is both. It is
board
all
wipe.
of it. Yeah, it's a board wipe, but then it also
Yep.
says when a card goes to the discard pile, I gain 1 boost.
Yes.
Yeah, so people are gonna get shock value because how much does this cost from hand?
9.
9.
9. But there are gonna be
That's
ways.
not a problem for Ysmir.
Yeah. Yep. And Categear stocks just went up, which I hate to see.
How? This is a creature, not a spell.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not as scared anymore. But there's gonna be stuff to play this for a little cheaper somehow.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there'll be ways to cheat around that, but I don't know. This seems dope.
Yeah, the art is very cool. The monster is also grabbing some sap. So sap is some
And
very
licking
interesting
it.
stuff.
Yes.
Yep. And we'll find out more about sap as we continue on.
Yeah, but this is the kind of stuff I was talking when I said I wanted to go darker. This is the kind of stuff I was talking about. I wish it looked less like a vagina, but here we are.
Listen, it's just a shout out to Georgia O'Keeffe.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, Dexter
Okay.
Googled it. I do not want to know what he Googled to find that out.
Lady who draws vagina flowers. That's probably what he did.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
pretty much.
Combine cards to build scenes from the set. Whispers from the Mains introduces a series of 6 triptych. Wow, 6 cards. Scenes.
Triptychs.
Yeah, that was gonna trip me up. Divided between 3 cards from the set that you can recreate when you combine them together. The triptychs describe life above ground and tell a story about how each faction goes about organizing the camp. Here are the Bravos applying their stylish nature to the culinary arts.
You want me to tell you the names of these ones?
That's a red panda. I love red pandas.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
Red Panda is Junior Chef.
Junior Chef.
Middle one is Hestia.
Okay.
And then we already know the one on the right, which is the Pastry Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Does this article not say... Oh, I actually don't think it says in this article. But look at what they are cooking with. I thought it said it somewhere.
One's got a
So the flavor text for Pastry Chef says, pioneers in more ways than one. The Bravos...
Oh, they're cooking with sap?
Yeah, the Bravos were the first to experiment with sap in culinary arts. So Axiom uses it to power machines, and Bravos is cooking with it? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's very, what do you call that? Versatile stuff.
It's the same as Amber and Keyforge. Amber can do whatever the heck you want it to.
But man,
Pretty much.
I wonder how much these eggs cost them.
I'm curious if now the 6 trap ticks are going to show how all 6 factions are working with the sap.
Maybe, I don't know.
So Bravos is cooking, like Axiom is probably uses it to build stuff. Lyra maybe uses it to paint, for example. But we'll see.
What would Ortis use it for?
Tattoos or something? I don't know. Runes?
Jerk each other off. So what's the next part of the article?
Whispers from the Maze adventure cards. Whispers from the Maze gets new adventure cards to represent the journey from the Case Adara. I'm sorry, my nose just got all stuffy. To the City of Scholars. With these cards, you can get a glimpse of what the surroundings of the cities look like, as well as how the expeditions settle in the region. The 5 adventure cards can be found in Whispers of the Maid's booster packs, with 1 card appearing in every 4 packs. Really?
Boo.
You couldn't have just added one of these in every pack?
I think it's because people.
I don't want
got me
them.
from the last set. Yeah, see, there you go. There's your first reason.
But, like,
I like the frost ones more than these. I don't
know,
care at all.
I know, Dexter, you don't want them, but if you
I would want one set, but I would get that at the pre-release anyways.
and that's fine.
Mm.
But
So
the
I don't
problem
need
is
them in
imagine
the packs, and I don't want them in the
Dexter,
packs.
Dexter, you're up here. I need you to bring it down here, okay?
All right.
If you're a new player, right, you need these to play, right? So when you are introducing
Buy a
somebody
starter
to a
deck.
game, right, but not everybody has like really rapid access to. You got to remember, this is for you. It's very easy. For Texas, you guys have pretty much access to this whenever you want it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, say someone who like me, if I want to buy this, I have to buy it online. Like, I don't have a store that just carries this readily where I can just go buy a starter deck. So it's really shitty to like buy some product and then not be able to play with it because I don't have the pieces I need to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like land cards in Magic. To this day, there's still one land card in every pack. There's a reason for it. It's to get new players at least some land cards.
Okay.
Like, it's not for you, and you can, write your proxies on them or whatever it is you want to do. It's for the new players to help them progress. So I would have liked to seen one in every pack, personally. And maybe make them foil. But beyond that, Whispers
the good news is you don't need these ones to play, so you can.
You don't need those ones to play, but like I said, if you are a new player, right, coming in, and this is your first time getting experience, and it's not like they're making starter sets for every like TBF didn't have starter decks. I'm assuming
it's only when they introduce new heroes.
Right, Whispers for the Maze is probably not also going to have starter decks, right? So if I'm just getting into this game, I guess probably if you buy a box, I don't know. I don't know how people get into games anymore, to be honest with you. Right?
So, yeah, there is another product that's new for this set, and you guys have played more various TCGs than me, so you might.
Are you talking about what's coming up?
Yeah. I mean, they just show the booster box, but below that is
they have the pre-release kits.
The pre-release kit. Yeah, pre-release
packs.
So explore the city of the scholars and its labyrinths below, in Whispers from the Maze, with 36 pack booster displays and 12 card booster packs. Build new strategies and find the best cards among more than 1 million new brand new uniques. And now they've introduced the pre-release kits, which is just pretty normal. Felix, I think you can join me in saying this is like not an odd thing. Pre-release.
This is exactly what Star Wars did.
Yep, pre-release kits make their debut in Whispers from the Maze. These kits contain everything you need to play the pre-release, but they also make a great entryway into the set. You get 7 Whispers from the Maze booster packs, 1 Whispers from the Maze premium adventure cards, 1 set. I'm sorry, premium adventure cards. Why are they premium?
I assume it's
the thicker ones.
They're just
thicker ones.
Okay.
Exactly.
1 illustrated card divider featuring illustrations from the 18 Triptych arts, and 1 guide to help you build your pre-release deck. That's actually kind of nice because I still don't know how to play sealed.
Yeah, this is very similar to what a lot of other card games are doing. Like Pokemon does this, Universes does this. You guys mentioned Star Wars is doing this.
Yep.
Magic the Gathering has been doing it for years as well.
Yep. Yeah,
So
Magic does it a little differently.
Makes it easy to have all the things in one place. You get your kit, and then you open it all at the same time. It's got a little instruction guide to figure out how to build it. Yep. It's got a box that you can use for later.
Yeah, the good thing about this is it does have those premium adventure cards. So if you want to get into the set for the first time and have everything you need, looks like the pre-release kit is the way to go.
Yeah.
And you can be able to buy these even if you're not at a pre-release, is what it looked like.
Now, here's a thought, right?
Sure.
And a lot of other TCGs do this. They either typically, in like these pre-release kits, you typically get like some sort of promo. Would it behoove Altered to give away like a unique, like just maybe like one unique in each
Per pre-release kit?
Per kit, yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on that one?
Oh, you're just saying to like add a promo pack to it, basically.
Just
that's guaranteed.
Add
unique?
one card, but it's a guaranteed unique. No matter what you have, you will get one unique. It might not be good.
like
It would
that
still
idea.
be at random, right? But it'll be a unique.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I think that's good.
I don't know how Star Wars does it. I know Pokemon has four pre-constructed decks with 4 different promos that you can pull.
Right.
Universes has one same promo that everybody gets. And it's just an alt art, though, of a card that's already in the set.
I would just say,
I'm not sure how Star Wars does it.
I'm not sure how versus how Unlimited is doing it right now. I just think, especially for new players, right? If this is they're going to the pre-release, one of the most difficult things to get when you're deck building is uniques, right? Or at least decent uniques, right? Just gives them opportunity to get something pretty cool, right? And that would definitely, I think, get some more people into the game. They're like, oh, I get a guaranteed unique. Not only that, it gives shop owners something to be like, hey, I got all these pre-release kits that, like, because I know some shops sell them, and depending, I mean, if it's just 7 or was it 7 packs, right? Yeah, 7 packs. Like, it's just 7 packs. Like, there's nothing really too special there. Now, I don't know. I don't know if they're coming out right with like a special price or what it is. But just getting a new player, something new, right? You have a game that's still growing in North America. It would just be nice, like, oh, I got a guaranteed something to kind of fuel my I want to build this faction because that's the unique I got from the pre-release.
Yeah, this actually go down a rabbit hole a little bit in the sense that what you said is true. I know a lot of people, myself included, that when you start getting into a new game, you tend to grow attached to the first things that you get.
Yep.
So pulling something like a unique would already give an identity to somebody that's starting to pretty much get into a game.
Right.
Now, this reason back to it. Now, at the same time that they said that there's more than 1 million brand new unique cards. So it circles back to what we were talking about in the past about the pull rates. So it makes me wonder how that's going to connect in the future. Because that's a lot of uniques. I thought it was only like 300, 400, maybe 500,000, but over 1 million. It's a pretty big number.
It is. But it was just a thought, right? It gets new people enticed to like continue their journey at least for a little while. You're still gonna have some people bleed off and be like, "Oh, this game ain't for me," but at least entice them a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's an amazing idea, but we'll see.
Write that one down. Write it down.
You got it.
Where are we? We don't talk anything about sap after this. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just sap everywhere. I don't understand sap.
It was the pastry chef had the flavor text.
So what is this sap? What is the sap about?
That's the big question. That's what I'm wondering. People are cooking with it. People are putting it in machines. Are we going to start growing extra limbs or what?
This set's mystery and probably the Tumult Championship for this one.
What is sap?
What will you do with a sap? Where you're going to have your faction that wins do with a sap?
Sounds like you can do whatever you want with it. I mean,
I'm gonna make a sap lake that we all just swim in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
yeah,
we don't have a lot I kind of went back to that original picture we were looking at, and I don't see any real sap in there. I mean, the Bravos are cooking in there. Got some
Yeah, I think it's down in the maze, which is concerning.
Mm.
Right, like, I don't know. Why would you eat it? Is, I guess, my question.
I don't know. Bravos are, playing
You're
with
just like,
fire,
oh, what's
might as
this
well.
stuff? And then the first thing you do is, oh, let's eat it. Like,
Bravos is every D&D party ever.
Sounds like it. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
old,
it is.
yeah, old berserkers.
Roll for death.
There
So
are some key dates here at the very bottom. Release is June 6th, and the pre-release is about a week before, as usual, on May 30th. The really cool thing here, though, is they already have the next window for
Tumult
the next Tumult
Championship, yeah.
Championship.
in the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh yeah, July
26th
26th through September 7th.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be really rough for this one because the release date is literally one day right after the Nintendo Switch. So we'll see.
Nobody's buying the new Nintendo Switch.
You'd be surprised.
I think a lot of people will be.
You know what?
It's ridiculously overpriced, but
No.
everyone's still gonna buy it.
No, I won't be surprised. Because Nintendo's Nintendo, and they're like, we didn't do anything to this. But it's a new system. Please buy it. It's not even a please. They're just like, you're gonna buy it. Like, you want to play Mario? Buy it. You want to play Donkey Kong? You gotta buy it. Ugh.
So, now that we've finished the article, the question is, what are your guys' wishes for the set?
I think I got mine already. Like, I really want, I mean, I don't know if this is it, but I want dark, right? I want menacing. I want something to be terrified of. Like, down in the maze needs to be spooky, scary creatures that are coming to get you. And they kind of alluded to it with the story. Like, you never know what's going to be around that corner. I wonder who they're going to make a line where, but
I wonder how big the set is gonna be.
Bigger
If it
than
stays around
Trial
the-
by Frost, but smaller
Oh.
than Beyond the Gate.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I would assume it'd probably
All
be
the
the same
sets are gonna
size
be
as
smaller than
TBF.
Beyond the Gates.
Yeah, that for sure. I'm just curious
Oh.
if it's gonna be the same size as Beyond the Gates or slightly bigger. I personally like the size of Beyond the Gates because it didn't require a lot of investment.
I think set 4 will be the size of Beyond the Gates.
Yeah, I can imagine it being a starter, like a pretty much a core set of sorts. Again,
I think that follows their plan. They said it's something
Well, I
like,
wonder too. So yeah, because we had talked about this with their plan, right? It was like they
Yeah.
were going to have a big set and then like 3 smaller sets, right? Or was it 2 smaller sets?
I think 2, yeah, and then
it was
big
2.
set, and then 2, and then yeah.
Right, but
Yeah, like
is
4
the
months
big
in
set
between.
going to be like is it going to be like a core set where there's a ton of reprints where people who have already started playing don't need to invest as much because
I don't
they've
know.
already got a lot of the cards, and maybe it's just like some new art for some of the stuff. Yeah, you throw in some new stuff, but like, you know, a good chunk of it is still like, you know, stuff that you maybe already had, you know, kind of, I guess, staples from the first 3 sets that people
No
are looking
idea.
for.
Yes, we'll
No
find
idea.
out. I could see Altered not ever doing reprints like that, but you never know.
Well,
Yeah.
but you get so far into the arc of a game, you have to.
And you just
Right.
have print on demand.
You do have print on demand. This is a thing that exists. I guess like you can just go buy whatever you want pretty much once the marketplace is up and running, huh?
Yep.
And we need to see what happens with the standard format in the future as well as it gets bigger. If
Right.
they're going to make it a non-rotating game, or if you're going to have sort of a rotation of sorts. So we'll see.
I guess it depends
Thank
on how
you.
long it lasts, right? Like,
Yep.
I mean, right now you're only 3 sets in. Like, I think it's super early to start talking about rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Make sure you get all of your friends to play it and go out and support it at local game stores. It's going to be
Yep.
very hard for the next couple months for any indie-ish or smaller TCGs or board games or anything. So
Well,
Yeah.
sure,
maybe we'll see.
it.
Hmm.
I
You
can
really think it's a
confirm-
maybe, Wookie?
I can confirm it absolutely will be.
Who the hell knows? At this point, who knows? Flip a coin. You'll find out.
Making stuff cost more means it's harder to make profits.
I agree.
Dexter, though, what are your wishes for the set?
Bring Waru back. Give me a whole bunch of good cards so I can still play with Waru.
Go home,
I mean-
Dexter. You're drunk.
They've already said that's what's happening in set 3, so do you want to put something else?
Nope, that's all I need.
Okay.
I want to
Bring
play
Waru back.
my Waru. Yeah.
All right, Felix.
I would still want to see alternate art of the heroes.
Okay,
Like every
We're
set
talking
had
about-
different art.
we're
but-
talking about wishes for this set, Felix.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like for example, if it's for example having to do with a maze, so have the heroes in the set just be geared up for the maze, for example. So
Felix, we're
that's like-
talking about this set.
well, yeah, it is. The people are going into the maze.
So what he's
Okay.
trying
Have the
what he's,
event go with
what he's trying to
with like
say,
an-
Felix. Let me talk a little kohlrabi to you. All right, I understood every word he said.
I understood as well.
That's going to happen. So what
Oh,
do you
wait.
want from this set?
It's not going to happen in this set.
It's not going to happen for this.
It will happen eventually. Where I didn't say it
Yes.
was going to happen in this set, but basically what he's saying is eventually they're going to make new art for all the heroes, and he's got the inside scoop, but he can't tell you because he's kohlrabi. He's got to keep that
yeah, makes
inward,
sense.
right?
I feel like that's a lot more than what I said.
Well,
but
you know,
I'm not guaranteeing anything. There have been murmurs.
If I've learned anything about my time with you, it's I have to read between the lines and kind of figure it the fuck out.
I would not expect new art for all of the heroes. I know
Yeah.
it's something that they want to do, and I know there's a very specific.
Do you think they'll kill
Costume.
off heroes?
I don't know. I think it would be cool with how they really do the lore, because we're way behind on the lore, but basically
Sure.
all the lore
Yeah.
articles follow us through the whole set and like take us all the way through the journey. So right now we're like about to free Karakomi and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
after that we're gonna start going into the maze. I think it would be very cool if they killed someone off, but I also know
Mhm.
TCG players would maybe be very, very upset.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So
Waru was too old and he couldn't make it from the falling boulder, killing him. Splat! Waru's dead.
yeah. So
I mean, they already killed him, so might as well be.
Felix is
he-
Just a-
He becomes
As
the running
expectation.
meme like South Park. They just kill Waru every 3 sets.
oh gosh.
so for this set in specific,
Yeah.
going that route. So I would like to see maybe a third mechanic,
Hmm.
and I'm curious what it's going to
Ooh.
be.
That's rough.
'Cause- So yeah, some terrain shifting of sorts, and I still want to look forward to something mana related, since we're in the dark. But
Oh
that's
my
just
gosh,
me.
it would be
So-
so awesome if you could flip the tumult cards around. If you had a
That
card
is-
that swapped tumult cards.
Yeah, that is one that people have guessed about a lot or said that they want to see. I don't see it happening.
I don't see it happening either. It would be cool if it did, just because we have already expedition switching.
Yeah.
The mana thing, I think, is already like the bones for it are there, that I think it's just a matter of time. I don't
Mhm.
know if it will be this set, but I could see it happening because of like specifically how like mana reaping and stuff like that works.
Yeah, exactly.
And how your mana zone works and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I almost think that they might never do the tumult like switch thing, because in my mind, they already have their version of that.
Yeah.
It's true.
But I could very well be wrong. So
We'll see. So far, I was happy with Trial by Frost.
yeah,
So I'm going in with pretty good expectations. I think I'm gonna enjoy it overall, whatever they decide to shoot.
yeah, it looks dope from this preview, and we will start collecting all of the spoilers, and there will be a full spoiler sode in the future, sponsored by a guy trying. Check
Sponsored
out
by
A Guy
Chick-fil-A.
Trying. Yeah, not that one.
Oh,
A guy trying on YouTube. Check him out. We'll definitely probably be using his spreadsheet because we all like the way he does it.
Yep.
But
sponsored
who's,
by GameStop.
there you go. Who's reading the lore?
Who wants to read the lore?
I don't know.
There's a lot of big words in here.
I think
Shit.
I think Felix wanted to read it, but
Felix, you want to read the lore?
Let me go
We
look
can
for
take
it.
turns.
That's in the sheet.
We can take turns.
We'll do
Okay,
like popcorn.
got it.
I have
Okay.
been saying this word wrong the whole time though.
Eidolons?
Eidolons?
It's not Eidolons.
What is it?
Eidolons?
What is it?
Eidolons?
I think Wookie, you used to say it the correct way.
Iodolans?
Eidolon or something like it's Eidolon. Yeah,
Eidolon. Eidolon? Eidolons?
Eidolon.
Is that not what we said?
No,
No.
you
it's
said
not.
Eidolons.
Yeah.
Eidolons.
Eidolon?
I don't freaking know. Anyways, the lore.
All I know
It's about
is
those
I
things.
see in here there's something called Oniroy, and I read it as Onironi.
Nice.
I don't know why, but I did.
I can start reading. Alteration not only allows the materialization of inanimate objects, but it also enables the summoning of conscious beings, the Eidolons, phantom images shaped by the mind. However, on many occasions, these creatures have acted on their own initiative, with personal ambitions exceeding the mere will of those who summoned them. These Eidolons are, as a matter of fact, reflections in reality of separate beings whose true place of existence is in the Empyrean. There are myriad entities beyond the veil. Some are only memories lingering fleetingly in the world of imagination until oblivion takes them away, while others are much older, existing since time immemorial. Their names have resonated in the human world for millennia. Horus, Sleeping Beauty, Amaterasu, Peter Pan, or Fafnir, to name a few. And these creatures of imagination call themselves the Oniroi, the inhabitants of dreams. While once the Oniroi gathered in distinct and clearly identified pantheons, the globalization of human civilization has made them meet, clash, exchange, and form alliances within the Empyrean. Gods and other imaginary creatures united based on the concept underlying their identity, rather than their regional.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Affiliation. Thus, Actaeon began to associate more often with Zappotalena. Nope.
Close enough. That's how I would have said it.
Than Aphrodite. And Conal Kernak spent more time with Hercules than with Lug. Bunch of names there. This progressive reshuffling of the cards profoundly disrupted the geopolitics of the Empyrean. However, the confluence has dislocated the world of imagination as much as it has devastated reality. The Oniroi have been isolated, separated. Their dreams have fractured for some. Others have been annihilated or lost. Their power, once extraordinary, has diminished following the near extinction of humanity. This is why they provide assistance to humans, as their fates are deeply intertwined. It is said that the Oniroi can visit humans through their dreams, but alteration now allows them to exist temporarily in reality. It is not uncommon to call upon them to ask simple questions or seek their help in desperate situations. Over the years, humans and the Oniroi, though separated by the veil, forged deep bonds, aiming to move forward hand in hand.
Well, I think we have a new
Do I have
reader.
anything to say about that?
I
No.
was doing.
I'm
a
reading
round
it
of
now?
applause.
Yeah, I think you're reading
Oh,
now.
okay.
We got to get
Okay.
you a better microphone, but you're reading now.
What's wrong with my microphone?
Stuff and things, Coral.
Yep.
Alright.
So, that is basically the really fucking cool companions and whatnot.
It's
Who
interesting.
was it that called? Did you call them pets the other day? Who called them pets?
I call them pets.
And what the hell? They are not pets.
I mean, now you know why the globalization of human
Like, the
civilization
griffin
has
is
made them meet
basically a
class in
pet.
exchange and form alliances with Empyrean.
The cactus little thing? How can you not call that a pet? The freaking fire dog? It's literally a fire dog, except it's a cheetah, I know. But it's like, they're all pets. Come on.
Fire cat.
And a squirrel.
So we'll get to it eventually. Is Oddball one of them too? And
I think Oddball would be considered like a god that's like materialized in mechanical form.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
And even the dog too is some kind of god that's materialized
That's cool. But yeah.
for Sebastian Marmo.
Yeah, and Kaizamon was a tattoo, but maybe we'll do Basira next time.
Roni.
Events. We're at that part.
Yeah.
So if you are listening on Patreon, you may get a day or two heads up. Ace is not on Sunday this week. We're doing the wild card week where it'll be on Tuesday. It'll be a little earlier in the day to give people a chance that haven't been able to make it on Sunday nights. Key point, though, is that the championship will still be on Sunday. I think I'm going to put it like an hour and a half earlier, maybe, just because it'll be a little longer. But Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central, and the top 4 for this will qualify for the Altered Corner event season 3 championship, and there is a box of Trial by Frost to split between the top 8 in the championship. So
Nice.
my tumult is tomorrow. I'm scared, but we'll see how it goes.
Why are you scared? Because you're playing shitty Muna? I mean,
yes, I am actually very literally playing shitty Muna, but we'll talk about that maybe next Friday.
yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, I have made some mistakes, but no, it'll actually be the first time I've ever attended a competitive TCG event, so
Okay.
we'll see how it goes. And then
It's a good experience.
all the usual weekly tournaments are ongoing. AQZ, AWOL, NUC. NUC is the No Unique Championship one. There's basically just about an online tournament every day of the week now. Spaghetti Altered also does one on Fridays and Sundays, I think. Yes, that is the Italian team. Yes, they did name themselves that.
I was just going to ask them, be like, do they know they named it that?
Yep, they did do that.
Well.
Also, you may see somebody involved a lot more with AQZ coming up, so that'll be fun. And now we have
somebody named Kohlrabi.
That would be I. So shout out to the AQZ guys. I'm working on whipping them into shape. So
one day you'll whip us into shape. Probably not.
We gotta remain the bad boys.
Yeah,
so.
I still don't know how we got to become the bad boys, but here we are.
Patreon question. Are you ready?
Yep.
Patreon question. Coming from Draconis. Again.
That's good. Thank you, Draconis.
Thank you, Draconis. With all the creatures in the game, what creature would you like to see added? What faction would it go to? I have
Aren't
my
they called
answer.
characters?
Dexter got to say it to someone else for the first time.
What's that?
Yep. They're called characters. I always call them creatures too because I play Keyforge and they're called creatures. But yeah, they're called characters, and I get corrected for that a lot. And now I get to correct Draconis. It's great.
There you go.
I already have an answer for this, and
I do
have
too.
been asking for it for months now. I want a big ass freaking spider in Muna.
Oh, okay. Would it be called Shelob?
Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Could it be though? Because Shelob is also mythological, isn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe it is straight out of Lord of the Rings. So
I mean, Shelob is kind of. I mean, Lord of the Rings is kind of mythological now. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, for some reason I thought the name was based in mythology, but Tolkien's just the goat. So, but yeah, big, hairy, cool spider.
Or you could do it this. You can go with Ungoliant, and nobody will know
Okay, yeah.
because that's also
And,
Tolkien.
if not, more twinks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Felix, what do you got? What character would
my
you like
mind,
to see?
Probably the Gemini constellation as characters. Probably in Lyra for no obvious reason. And they probably is going to be two separate characters that they can interact if they're both in play at the same time.
So like Vellum and Hyde. Wookie, do you know what Vellum and Hyde are?
Yeah.
Yes, similar thing to that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
So
plays
they-
Keyforge, Dexter.
So yeah, something like that would be pretty cool. And Gemini kind of fits the bill.
For sure. I was thinking they had Lord Kelvin, and Lord Kelvin kind of sucked. Like it's not a good card. But I would like it if they introduced
Kelvin.
That's not even true. I'm in chemistry. We use Kelvin for everything.
Yeah,
but
nerd.
Nerd.
I'm failing chemistry though. Anyways, I would love it if they introduced
That's
more
it. You're grounded from the
scientists.
show until your chemistry grade gets up.
I'm technically passing. It's fine.
What do you mean?
I would love if they had more scientists like Einstein and I don't know Newton, other people, and have them actually be good cards.
Have Schrodinger in there too.
Schrodinger, like the Schrodinger cat person.
Schrodinger.
Yes.
The problem with scientists is 9 out of 10 of them were Nazis, so you have to be careful.
Oh
yeah.
You know who's not a Nazi that I'm aware of? I guess you don't know
Robot.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's my favorite.
That is true.
scientist.
I love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Can we get a Neil deGrasse?
I think he's still alive though, so I don't know if that would be allowed.
Well, I'm sure we can get him to sign a few papers. I'm sure we can get him to sign a few papers, and he could now be an altered card.
Sure, let's do it.
We have actual real life figures like Amelia Earhart, for example.
Yeah, but she's dead.
Yeah,
well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's an actual real life person that got it.
Yeah, so is Lord Kelvin.
This is
right?
true.
Lord Kelvin is modeled off of
Lord Celsius.
Lord Fahrenheit? I don't know if that works.
the sigh right there.
All right. What did you give yours already, Cole? Oh yeah, giant ass spider. Giant ass spider. I want more cryptids. So
what's a cryptid?
Like Bigfoot. We have the Yeti.
Cabra.
Right? The Yeti is now in.
The Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil. I was gonna say the Boogeyman, but we have Baba Yaga, who technically is the Russian Boogeyman.
We also have her house too.
Yes,
so.
but
let's see, a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, you could have the Loch Ness monster.
Don't forget that one.
Chupacabras. Yep.
Yeah.
What else you got? Jersey Devil's another good one.
Have you heard the story of the Little Green Men shootout?
No.
What?
Oh my god!
Never heard of it.
It's one of the best cryptid stories ever. I'll find it. and I'll send it in the live chat right here. And you can
I don't even know what
out
cryptid
there.
means. Just a real life mythical person, or
Well, like cryptids are they're like we don't have any proof they exist.
okay,
right?
but
So,
like people think that they do.
So like the Yeti, right? Which is technically just it's like a cousin of the Bigfoot, right? And people have said like
Yeah.
I've seen Yetis or I've seen Bigfoot.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
we
the
have no
Jersey
proof, gotcha.
Devil is another one, right? It's kind of
I've never heard of the Jersey Devil before, actually. I'm looking that up now.
Go look up the Jersey
Mothman.
Devil. Mothman, that's from Wisconsin. There's a lot of those stories out there.
Yeah.
Go watch what was that? I always call him Fozzie Bear because that's what he
Supernatural?
sounds like. Not Supernatural. Josh something or other. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. He used to do all that stuff where he'd be like, "We're going into the forest to look for the Jersey Devil," right? And he sounds like Fozzie Bear, but his name is Josh something or other, and I always called him Fozzie Bear because that's exactly what he sounds like. Because I can just imagine him being like in the woods, being like "Waka waka," you know, like. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that reference. They're all gonna look at me and be like, "Who's Fozzie Bear?"
I know who Fozzie Bear is. My parents made me watch a whole bunch of the Muppets.
Shout out to West Will joining us in the live audience.
Oh, he had a good one. Banshee.
Yeah, Banshee.
Banshees would be a good one. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. Like I think Banshee would go more under spirits. I think though.
There's the headless floating lady from Japanese culture. I forgot what she's called.
Yeah, they made a movie after her. There's tons of those out there.
Yeah,
and I
there's
think
a good one. There's a lot of good ones.
You could have a lot of fun with that, and like, I feel like there's some for every faction too, right?
It could be a set of its own.
Like the Loch Ness Monster would probably be Muna, right? That's kind of what maybe Ortis is the only one that wouldn't get one. I don't know what Ortis would get.
But I can see that being something. How we saw Trial by Frost pretty much about the Frozen Dragon. We saw then going in the maze. So this could happen something in a setting similar to maybe a library that comes alive.
Yeah.
Like the Library of Alexandria?
Have any of you seen Cube?
I have seen.
No.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Cube, but yes.
That's what Ortis gets.
Oh. I don't know if that's fun or not. It didn't seem like fun in the movie.
That is the point. But
yeah, that would be terrible. I don't know, but that would be a cool thing. I like dark shit, right? Like I'm drawn to games that have like I don't know how I got into Keyforge since it's like such a light and colorful and airy game. But like when I go and look for games, like I look for the darkest box I can find. Right? And I like dark, twisted, weird shit still to this day because I'm a little weird and unhinged and strange. You'd never know it by looking or talking to me. That's the kind of stuff I like. Zombies? There's no zombies in this game, is there?
Not yet. Maybe the sap.
Maybe zombies could be a fun one. Aliens, right? Could be a fun one. I don't really know how you do aliens in this game. That might be a weird one in Altered. That's the kind of stuff. I like ghosts, but we have spirits, right? So that's kind of already there.
Yeah, freaking! If you have not looked at the unique art for Little Match Girl, go do that.
That shit's so dark, and I love it. Like,
after you finish this, go look up that, and then look up the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter. It is a good story. I think Watcher has a video on it if you want to watch a video, but it's
Is this
hilarious.
the one where the dude gets abducted and like dumped off in the middle of nowhere?
No, the like tagline of this one is like kids run into a police station to tell the police that they've been having a shootout with little green men for 4 hours, and like they arrive and there's just been like a shootout and all the people say it was little green men. It's a wild story.
Oh,
yeah, I just read all of that. I also learned that UFOologists are a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the one in the house?
Yeah, they like
Okay.
shot a house. to
Yeah, at the
shit.
house.
Yeah, the house got all shot up and whatnot, right? And they said it was alien. Yeah. No, I do know
Yeah.
about that one. Yeah, I've never read about it, but yeah, no, I'm thinking of there was a movie in like the mid '90s that was about dude like gets abducted out of like the middle of the street, and his friends like all watch, and then he just like gets dumped naked on the side of the road somewhere and like has to go to the police, and that dude was on Joe Rogan. There's a movie made about it, but yeah, it's a story for another time as we getting pretty deep into the night here, burning the midnight oil. Yep, we'll get this onto the Patreon hopefully by like Saturday, Sunday-ish. Cole.
Hey, listen, you like reminders. I'll give
I
you as
hate
many as you want.
reminders. I'll get that shit to you when I
All right. Now I know.
no, I don't mind reminders. I hate deadlines because I'm a procrastinator. What I do. So, but tell us what you guys would like to see down in the comments below. What's one character or type of character you would like to see in the next set? And maybe we can make it happen. Don't forget, leave a like, sub to whatever channel or device you're listening on. We're on the road to becoming the 65th best altered content provider. So I think we can make the push to 65. We'll see.
Yep.
And we'll see. But with that being said, we will see y'all next week.
Later.